Welcome to the channel Maths by Swati ma'am. We are with the chapter Applications of Trigonometry and we have done previous 9 questions in the previous videos. If you have not watched, watch them. Links are provided in the description box and we are with the question 10th one. And the 10th question is very important question. Makes 4 marks with respect to board examination. Understanding. So properly understand the question. May possibility that they might just slightly change the value, but the kind of question, the type of question has been repeated. Understanding? Fine. We'll move to the question. First, read the question carefully. Okay. Two poles of equal heights are standing opposite each other on either side of the road, which is 80-meter wide. Okay, from a point between them on the road, the angles of elevations of the top of the poles are 60° and 30° respectively. Okay, find the height of the pole and the distance of the point from the poles. Understanding? Fine. Now, dear, first what will we do? We diagram the question. Understanding? When we represent the question in the diagrammatic manner, we understand little more. Okay, so now we'll diagram it. Look at the board. See, two poles of equal heights are standing opposite to each other on either side of the road. So first let me draw the road. Understanding? See dear, I am having here the road, the base ground, the road. And what is the length of the road that they have provided in the question? See, the road is 80-meter wide. I say this is 80-meter wide. Understanding dear? And two poles of equal heights. The question, read it properly. Two poles are having equal heights. Okay, so that is why I have drawn the poles equally. Understanding? So, assume that the poles are equal to each other. Understanding? And now once I have drawn with the height of the poles, read the question carefully. From a point between them on the road, they have not mentioned you any distance. You just randomly have to consider any point on the road. So now let me consider this point on the road, dear. Okay, I have highlighted here. Okay, so I'll consider this point on the road. Getting my point? And now angle of elevation to the top of the poles are 60° and 30° respectively. Means what dear? From this point, if I draw angle of elevation to this top of the pole and angle of elevation to this top of the pole, the angles are going to be 60° and 30° respectively. Okay, 60° and 30° respectively. Understanding? See, just carefully listen to the board. Two poles of equal heights are standing opposite to each other on either side of the road, which is 80-meter wide. Okay, from a point on the ground, from a point on the road, the angle of elevation to the each pole are 60° and 30° respectively. Understanding? Find the height of the pole and distance of the point between the poles. This is what we need to calculate. So before calculating, we'll analyze the question. Now dear, I'll consider this as A, this as B, and this point as C, D, and E. Okay. Now, the total length of the road is provided as 80 meters. Understanding? So, directly 80 cannot be substituted in the question because this part is different as well as this part is different. Understanding? So, now what I'll do dear, I'll consider BC as X meter. Understanding? This BC as X meter. If the total length of the road is 80 meter and this BC is X meter, then can you just tell me what is the CD? Understanding? CD is nothing but how much dear? CD. If the total is 80 and this is X meter, means CD will become 80 minus X meter. Understanding? This CD will become 80 minus x meter. This is what I need to do before going to simplify the question. This actually is the diagrammatical representation of the question. Now, when you look at the diagram, dear, how many right angled triangles you can see? Two right angled triangles. One is ABC right angled triangle, ECD or EDC right angled triangle. Understanding? Now, just look at the board. I will consider height of each pole as h. Okay, height of each pole as h meters. Now, first let me consider the smaller triangle. Consider triangle ABC. Smaller triangle I'll consider triangle ABC. With respect to triangle ABC, if this is a 60 degree, okay, if this is a 60 degree, then this will become opposite side. Understanding, dears? And this will become adjacent side. Now, dear, which is the trigonometric ratio that gives connection between opposite and adjacent? None other than tan theta. So, I'll write here tan theta is equal to opposite divided by adjacent. Theta is how much? 60 degree. That is provided in the question. So, I'll be writing here tan 60 is equal to, what is opposite I have got? AB. I'll be writing AB here, and adjacent or else, dear, AB I have named it as H, right? So we'll be substituting opposite as H, and adjacent is how much I have taken? X. Remember the tan 60 value. Okay, what is tan 60 value we have here? Root 3. Root 3 is equal to h by x. Bring x to this side. Division turns to be multiplication. Is it not? Now x goes to this side and h will become root 3 into x. Let it be equation number 1. Let it be equation number 1. Now, dear, we'll consider this triangle. Understanding? Which is that triangle, dears? Consider triangle ECD. Okay, we'll consider this triangle ECD. Once again, now which is the angle to be considered? 30 degrees the angle to be considered. And which is the side opposite to 30 degree? That is ED. Okay, this will become opposite side, and again this will become adjacent side. And again, quickly tell me, comment in the comment section if you know which is the trigonometric ratio that gives connection between opposite and adjacent. That is nothing but tan theta. Understanding? Once again, I am going to use here tan theta is equal to opposite divided by adjacent. And what is the theta value that is provided? 30 degree. So I'll be writing here tan 30 is equal to opposite is nothing but the value h. And what is the adjacent, dears? 80 minus x. Let me substitute here 80 minus x. Understanding? And what is tan 30 value I have? Tan 30 is nothing but 1 by root 3. Quickly you have to remember the values. 1 by root 3 is equal to h divided by 80 minus x. Understanding? Bring this 80 minus x to this side and root 3 to this side. Now, what your equation tends to become? 80 minus x is equal to, because 80 minus x into 1 is going to give you 80 minus x, isn't it? So, root 3 when it comes to this side, what you're going to get here? Root 3h. Understanding? Root 3h. Let it be equation number 2. Okay. Now, first let me calculate the height of the pole. Okay, if I want to calculate the height of the pole, now what I am going to do is either I will represent x in terms of h or x in terms of h in terms of x. That is given to you. But now what I am going to do is instead of h, okay, instead of h, I am going to substitute root 3x in equation 2. So that what I am going to do here, put h is equal to root 3x in equation 2. Okay, what is there in equation 2, dear? Equation 2 is 80 minus x is equal to root 3h. Understanding? Now 80 minus x keep as it is, dears. Keep root 3 as it is. But what I am doing now, instead of the value h, I am going to substitute root 3 into x. Why? Because both the values are equal to each other. In terms of root 3x, I can use h. In terms of h, I can use root 3x. One another same. So now, instead of h, I'll be writing root 3 into x. I hope it is clear. Now, 80 minus x is equal to, use your common sense here, root 3 into root 3 is nothing but what? 3x. Yes or no, dears? So, bring minus x to this side. Minus x will become plus x. So, here 80 is equal to 3x plus x. Understanding? 80 is equal to 4x. Bring 4 to this side. Multiplication turns to be division. So 80 divided by 4 is equal to x. 4 ones are, 4 twos are, 4 zeros are, which implies x is equal to how much, dears? 20 meter. I got x value as 20 meter. Means it is understood that this x value is 20 meter. Now, carefully listen to my question and answer it in the comment section. If the total length of the road is equal to 80 meter and from here to here means the distance from the first pole to the point of the consideration, the length is 20 meter that we have calculated. Then what might be the length from the point of consideration to the second pole? You have to calculate it. Understanding? Now, at the end, I'll give you the answer, but still try to calculate it. Now, we'll calculate the height of the pole. Okay, so I'll be writing here, height of pole. Height of pole can be written as, what, dear? H is equal to root 3 into x, that is height of the pole. I'll be having h is equal to root 3 into x. X already we have calculated. What is the x value we have? 20 meter. Let me substitute x value in the given question. That's it. Understanding? So h is equal to root 3 into 20, that is nothing but 20 root 3 meter. Understanding? Mean height of each pole is equal to 20 root 3 meter. Getting my point, dear? And now look at the board. Now I'll be writing here from point, okay, from point, the distance, from point, the distance to first pole, okay? To first pole is how much, dear? That is 20 meter. Understanding? And now from point, the distance to second pole, okay? Second pole. How much, dears? See, this is 20. The total is 80. This will become how much? 80 minus 20. That is equal to how much? 60 meter. That is the distance from the first pole is 60 meter. Now, at the end, we have calculated all the three values which they have asked. Number one, they have asked about the height of the pole, and height of the pole is provided calculated as 20 root 3, and from the first point, the distance to the first pole is equal to 20 meter, and the point to the distance with respect to second pole to 80 minus 20, that is 60 meter. And once again, I am telling you, this is the very, very important question here. And once I complete the exercise 1, I'll be taking some board asked questions also. In that, again, I'll be taking the same kind of questions, but values are little different. Understanding? Till then, keep watching. Subscribe the channel if you have not. Thank you for